This video is not sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
Hello, my strong friends. So I went, I'm sorry for the sound. New York City, oh my lord. I went on the grams and I posted a pretty risque photo of myself. Look at them titties. I asked if you guys had any questions to ask me. If you do, that's great. Hopefully I'll answer them here. 273 comments. I'm gonna try and answer the easy ones first. Okay, so there's a lot of questions on here specific to my programming, asking about their own programming, a lot of programming questions. So a lot of like, how do you lift? Like, how do you train to get stronger questions. And I've also been getting the question if I'm going to start offering coaching. Now, if you're a strong friend BFF, if you don't know what that is, maybe go to strongfriends.com and you can sign up for the BFF list. I've released programming, but YouTube hasn't heard of it yet. I wanted to release it to the BFF list. So I assume if you're gonna let me in your inbox, you're like more interested in me than the average YouTube viewer. It's totally okay. The point of the BFF list is to get up to date on things like when I'm offering program, special deals on Strong Friends apparel. So if like you're a true fan, megsquats fan, definitely sign up for that. The clients have been really happy with the programming so far. So if you're one of those lucky people, thank you. It's exciting to see people use the same kind of programming that I use. Obviously it's customized to the lifter, but it's cool, like we all do AMRAP sets. So we do heavy singles in an AMRAP set, which is exactly what I do in my videos if you've been watching. And it's cool to see like people are like beating me sometimes with their AMRAP sets and hitting another number. So it's also cool because you get to like compete with each other. And yeah, I'm right in the thick of things, doing pretty much the same thing that my clients are doing. So if you want to try that, sign up for the BFF list. So you go to strongfriends.com and then you sign up there. Okay, so I have a few questions. How do you keep your skin so flawless? And like makeup questions. What kind of lifting belt are you using? I use a double prong. I don't recommend getting a double prong. I use a double prong 10mm Inzer 3-inch wide. That's the belt I use. I'm doing my first powerlifting meet in November. Looking back at your first meet experience, what do you wish you would have known ahead of time that you didn't? I wish we would have planned to go 9 for 9. I went into the meet just thinking that, oh, I'll be peaks, like, I'll probably hit some good numbers. And that was not the case. I wasn't prepared to hit the numbers that we chose. You know, we made some kind of rookie mistakes too, like both Ryan and I. And that was okay because my first meet, I kept the stakes super low. I would recommend people to do that. Like when you go into a meet, keep the stakes super low. It doesn't have to be that serious. I would recommend to go 9 for 9. And yeah, that's it. How much cardio does a powerlifter do and how much rest do you get? A powerlifter doesn't do any cardio when they're powerlifting. I mean, I do cardio, I bike to and from the gym. Any tips and tricks on how to start lifting for a newbie? P.S. You're such a babe. Thank you! I would recommend finding a gym where other lifters are. Let me rephrase that. I would recommend finding a gym where there are other power lifters or weightlifters. They will guide you to find someone to coach you if they can't. You don't want to walk into a gym and find someone who is just a general lifter. Power lifters and weightlifters do take the time to figure out what is, for the most part, what is the safest way to do what they're doing and how to do it with the most efficiency. Just find a barbell club anywhere around you. When will you be coming to Canada to meet all your strong friends? I've been to Canada plenty of times. Where were you? That's the real question. Will I ever come to Australia? Like every question. Will you ever come to Norway? UK? Oh, looking lean. Do you ship your shirts to the UK? Yes, I do. It's expensive though. And I'm sorry about that. It's just expensive because if I had a shipping center in Europe, the way huge businesses do, then it would be a lot cheaper. But I have to send everything from the US because I'm not an international business. And if I were, I wouldn't be making these goddamn YouTube videos. I do the big lifts, but I'm struggling to know what to do for accessory work. How important is it? Any suggestion? Definitely have to do accessories. So the way I break mine down is I have my main competition movement, I have a secondary, like very important accessory, and then I have like bro stuff that I call that. And that's how, if you're a strong friend athlete, that's how we break down. Secondary accessories are very important, and then the bro stuff is important for like, you know, general one, aesthetic goals, because I always program bicep curls in there, and also it's important for just general strength. Again, if you want to do programming with me, and you know, if you want to do the one-on-one option, I can like teach you how to program for yourself too. I don't want athletes to like come and work with me forever unless you want to. The goal would be to coach you into becoming an athlete who can like make your own choices. Although I prefer to have a coach. Like Ryan, if I wrote my own program, I wouldn't do it. A lot of people are asking where I got my shirt. That bra, that like bikini bra, is from Savage Swim. I've been a fan of their stuff for a long time. It's called the Chrissy Top, named after Chrissy May Cagney, and I told her, wow, my boobs look really big, just like yours. What's your favorite thing about living in New York City? My favorite thing about living in New York City is definitely the fact that I can walk outside and I'm likely to meet some of the most famous or like most brilliant or most creative people. Like, I think if I wanted to meet those kind of people, they would be in this city. They would be in like since I'm in New York, in Manhattan specifically, like within 2 miles of me, some of the most interesting people in the world are like right there. So you never know who you're gonna meet. I've been meeting a lot of interesting people. I've been meeting a lot of like fitness writers, which is exciting for me. And yeah, I've been just meeting people who have helped me with my business too. And I appreciate all those people, and like hopefully I provide them with some insight that maybe they didn't have. I don't know. Sometimes you meet like really brilliant people and you're just like, oh wow, I'm so stupid. So I would say that's the best thing about living in New York City. You didn't ask this, but the worst thing about living in New York City is it's just hard. If you hadn't fallen in love with powerlifting, what other hobbies, passions do you think you would have pursued? It's hard to say. I've always needed to move my body. Like, I've always needed to be doing something, and I've always been needing to do something competitive. I think I may have pursued a career in graphic design more aggressively. I graduated with a graphic design degree. I worked as an intern for a very good design firm in DC, and then I, you know, needed to take jobs for money, which I'm happy I did that because I needed money and I was like in debt, and I just have finally gotten to paying off my entire student loan debt, which is really exciting. That's probably like the first goal that I've achieved this year that I really wanted to do. So I don't regret that, but I think had I not been powerlifting and then kind of fallen into a new career because of it, I would have really tried to be entering my design work into contests and stuff like that. I would have needed to get a different job, like at a design firm, so I could learn and become a better designer. But yeah. I am so sorry, my friends. I have to cut that video short. Since I record that, I went to the CrossFit Games. I like filled up all my memory cards, and I think I might have lost those clips, although I thought I saved them on my computer. Potato moment, I would have broken them up into separate videos anyway, but if you have more questions and you like actually hearing a question and answer session, feel free to ask questions below in the comments. Usually within the first hour of me posting the video, I try to respond to comments anyway, try to respond to all of them within the first hour. But yeah, if you have any questions, leave them below, and I will record another video if this is really something that you guys like. I hope you guys are staying strong and having fun and having a great summer. Shit's almost over. It's August 2nd now, by the time you're watching this.